Hello everyone, anyone, and welcome back to Sunless Sea Zubmariner. I am Ziyal. So, I have a little bit of good news and a little bit of bad news. The good news is hey, more Sunless Sea, woo! Bad news is, look at my supplies. Good news is I accomplished things, but I lost everything. I'll show you what I accomplished and what got moved forward in this quick little session here. I advanced the Tireless Engineer storyline, which is along the lines of the Tireless Mechanic, excuse me, to where I was able to create a serpent trap, and then he was able to sleep. He talked a little bit about how he stole stuff from the Finger Kings, etc., etc., etc. Anyway, point is that I took care of that business, and beyond that, I think I did something a little Barnett to tell the story. I'm trying to think of anything else that's going to happen. I lost a bit. The problem is that I had a massive failure in power at my house and location. So much so that when my computer dropped out, I should totally get above the surface now that... there we go. Because I'm almost out of fuel, or I'm almost out of... let's call it supplies, just stop screwing around, because we're almost in London. But I had such a bad failure that it's one of the reasons why a lot of times I don't do only one save games. It's just Sunless Sea is defined by its one save game list, Iron Man style sort of thing. Because I lost a fair amount of recording, because pretty much the last time you guys saw me, I was way down south, and I pretty much just made a big giant turn and picked up probably too many boxes. Well, that was easy. Because if you look at my hold, I have 12 beer box catches. That's probably too many. But, hey, that's the way it goes. Let's deliver the rest of the claymen. Yeah. Ashore, they rise uncompletely stiffness voyage. About time, here's your payment. Come along now. Good strong struck. Well, they don't seem to care that I totally screwed over one of them. Yeah, let's keep screwing over... Yeah, why not? Sounds like fun. Yeah, the anarchists are getting some more, supremacy. Interesting. I'm definitely playing a little fast and loose when it comes to, that stuff. But, hey, it's the way it kind of goes. I believe I got a strategic information from somewhere. I'll go to the Brass Embassy and just get rid of the soul. It's just not really worth it to have it on me. But I have to look and see how much I have. What else is in my hold that I can sell? It's hard because I have to go to my lodgings first. Time with family. Just enjoy their company. And even more here, so papers, of course, and we rest to get rid of some of that terror, and the light compels. Now that's the thing that we have to check out here, is under menaces, not medicine sounds fun. We see that we have yearning, burning, light compels. I forgot the number to where this is bad, but it gets up there. Let me just put it that way. If you go too high at that, you're going to be in trouble. And that's just the way that it is. I also think I gave off a Sitzalak at Wrack. Maybe that might have happened last episode. I forget. Anyway, I can only do 5 things right now, so I'm just going to do a little bit of, even if it's not the best exchange. This I keep around because it's just too darn hard to get rid of it. I get rid of that. I got that just from sacking a boat. And now it's a matter of talking to the stupid admiral. I mean, the wonderful admiral. What a nice guy. What a nice guy. Yeah. And there's no real anything here. I have to just pay attention to my hole. We got 4 more spots, so I guess Avid Horizon. Everything's quiet there. Just room? Yeah, I've been there. And when we at 38 of this, Iron Republic. Gain Terror. Oh, did it automatically kind of boot me out of there, or was I just not paying attention? I might not have been paying attention. Because I am what I am. Something, something. Hold. Yeah, this romantic literature is kind of like, I don't remember where to sell it, and it's just kind of a pain to have here. I know where I can get rid of this, but I'm not sure if I'm supposed to get rid of that yet. I'm probably going to have to do the whole thing where I cut into my supplies a little bit and buy fuel. I got a lot of mirror box catches, though. Yeah, we'll just go with this. Well, let's see what else. Well, none of this is going to help me here unless it's anything that actually... snippet. Snippet so is nice. We're probably going to stop. We probably won't run too much more this time. I'm just want to take care of going up to there. Oh, shoot, a visit from Mr. Sachs. Midnight. A presence dominates your lodgings. His fur-trimmed robe is red on blood and snow. Over your chair hangs a familiar brown sack, bulging with offerings. Londoners give generously to the crimson beasts of winter, anything to be rid of it. Figure stares at the fireplace, smelling of soft musk and harsh ammonia. I require a sturdy vessel, and captain, yours recommended. You will suffice. Cool. Yeah, man. I will do this. But maybe when I'm not planning on going to the surface. Yeah, I will do this next time. Why am I supposed to visit the Forgotten Corner, right? Oh, just like in the skull. Okay, whatever. I will come back for you. Sell that off. Hey, 30 echoes. That's still not worth it. Just making sure I've taken care of everything. I need to figure out what to do with that. If not, it's going to go overboard in the next opportunity I get. Because I'll have to buy more fuel when I get there. C'est la vie. Because at the moment, what we're trying to do is we're trying to make sure we get ourselves... by doing sunlight running. And I kind of want to show the extent of sunlight running, and you got to get the mansion. You got to get our future generation set up, because the way that we're operating, we are definitely making it so that our future generation, shall we say, will be set up. But we're aiming towards a finish in several different ways. One of those ways appears to be... see if I get there in time. Come on. See if I'll be able to eat in time. Nope. So close. Yeah, so far. It doesn't turn into it is. But fragments are fragments. Anyway, point is that I want to show kind of like the extent that you can do the sunlight trade in order to get things working for you. 12 mirror box catches is what I got. We have to buy more fuel when we get to there. Although supplies really aren't too much of a problem, which is kind of nice. I think, unfortunately... Can I just, look around? 57% chance. Yeah, I failed, but I got a poor report. That's fine. Yeah, I don't really want to mess with that too much. It's cool. I like that sort of element, though. Of it being taken over. I just don't really know what to do with it. If there's one thing that definitely holds you back in your initial parts of Sunless Sea is, or maybe if you're doing an LP, if it's just like me, is that you're gonna die, a lot, like I did, usually doing stupid stuff. And since you can't replace your ship, when you die, there's not a way to replace your ship unless there's a mod. Maybe I should look into modding for that, because it's one of those things. And your engines you also can't replace. So getting a Scion was very important, but getting the Seaside Mansion as well makes it so that you can hold more treasures and more things for your starting captain. The idea is have your starting captain be able to finish, have an advantage with one of the legacy items, and be able to be all set up so where you can pretty much just buy the ship above this one from the get-go. Hi, how's it going? Alright, so we need fuel, 22. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. That was easy. Is that enough? Listen, yeah, who cares about the port report, but surface skull sip. That's all for now. And... yeah, because we can get it when we're up there. I'm fairly positive. Alright! Let's go back up there. Woo! Stone pigs. And like I said, one of the things that's interesting about this is when we fill up our mirror box, the light compels. You don't really know the number of it, so we're just going to kind of keep clicking until there's no end in sight. Oh boy, hoop-de-doo. I was going to say, if anyone has any problems with their autosave when it comes to it failing on you or backup save, know that a lot of times it's in the percent, like you can run, like go to app data. It's like in the run if you're doing PC, like, I don't know, whatever. You could basically make it so that, I have to, okay. Oh, that's returning below. Might as well go to Naples, buy some stuff that's cheap. We could go all the way. Oh yeah, there's news from below. Hi. See, look at that. It's not nice of them. Okay. Supplies. It's cheap here. And so you can't even tell how much you have in the way of your supplies, you know? And I love how it's like, oh, the fuel is so expensive. It's like, you know, that's not really that expensive, guys. Okay. That's okay. We'll buy one just because it is cheaper here than is other places. We're not going to go to Vienna this time because we don't have the thing. Back home. And... uh-oh. Yeah, my mouse just totally died. Wireless mouse. I was like, oh, do not tell me this broke it again. I will so cry. Just be man tears just spilling all forth. Everywhere here. All four. I don't know, man tears. It didn't really come out the way I wanted to. It sounded really terrible, so it did. But look at all those sunlit filled mirror box catches. Yeah. Life is good. And it's about time to make a way to Isle of Cats. What we have to pay attention to is, of course, our menaces. Yeah, see? 123. I think it's closer to 200. When you close your eyes, you see something in the light. So we're starting to get to the point to where it's like it's getting to be a little bit pricey. I think we could afford maybe one more trip up north. Or up to the sea. Now, granted, you could reduce your light, your menaces for burning by basically, what do you call it, resting, but that's going to cost you 100 per, even more when you upgrade to the mansion. Although how much it goes down is really not too much. So you have to ask yourself how much is worth it. I always think sunlight running is a fun little aspect of the game because it really makes it so that, you know, you have a little bit of an understanding of the surrounding area and how you like to get things accomplished. Plus, I mean, you see your money go up really, really quickly. There's also the tomb colonists, although the tomb colonists, we all know the fun that happens with them and getting Storm's Curse and all that crap that we have to go through. You know, there's lots of ways to go for it. I will say that, see, I'm going here purely for the basis of fuel. Probably should stop running my lights. For the basis of fuel. But sunlight running is definitely profitable. I recommend it for all new captains after they do Singstone. You want to get your money up. You want to make it so that your people in the future are able to survive. That was a command decision. I'll take it. Yeah, I'm not bothering with court. Just terror and people getting mad at me. There's stuff you can do in Iron Republic, but not as much as you would think. And we're pretty much just heading straight over to Isle of Cats. So since we're just heading to Isle of Cats, underneath the sea we shall go. Sometimes we can find ourselves a little bit of a speed thing. That plus, let's just face it, it's called Zubmariner. It's more interesting to be underneath here than it is up above and such. There's some things that have to work out. Cool. Feels like I'm gonna run into that, doesn't it? Oh no, okay, cool. Bones lay scattered and gnawed the Z-bed. Ripped cage like person, breastplate shattered, fragments of skull littered the sand like pearls. So we can gather the bones from burium, other uses of mine, 73% chance, 70%, 74. Let's try to gather them up. Dope. You don your diving gear. There's very so little left. To gather a few ribs, find a pressure, touch shatters in the dust. Further inspection, you discover the bones are hollow. All the marrow drained or sucked out. What happened here? Good question. I don't know. And I'm curious if those things like kind of come back or if they're one and dones for this in terms of the seabed. I think it's kind of nice how claustrophobic it is down here, and I wonder about getting a bigger light because I like never ever I'm going the wrong way. I never ever bother with lamps. Like I'm one of those guys that's like, what? Somebody gives me a minus? The heck with you, because it becomes another thing you have to, if you want to unequip it for a challenge per se, you have to put it into your hold, so you're dealing with inventory issues, blah 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 blah. For in terms of mirrors or lamps and such, but for the undersea, I could see that being more valuable. I should consider investing in that. But first things first, we have this going on here. We say hello. How you doing, Port Cadavish? Here's a port report. Okay. Let's just kind of mood him in today. 35% chance. Failed. Give me money. It's one of those things where it's, yep. Failing it. It's a 50-50 sort of thing, because you get money for it. It'd be nice if the veils were up higher, because you wouldn't have to buy so many of these things here. But look at that money go up there. Look at it go up. Come on. And I think got a couple more left, you say? Yeah. Okay. I still have more. There's so many of them. Okay. See, look at that. Isn't that glorious? We have, and that's all of them. We are left with 4. Not too shabby. Anything else to buy, sell, do? We could get ourselves lots of memories of distant shores, or we could spend 600 echoes and try to double down on money with a shipment around honey. Let's do it. Woo! Yeah, get the suspicion up there. This is going to be interesting. Melford's sister seems reluctant to sell honey to you, but show your silver key to the Cage Gardens. Is she the Pirate King? Well, did you say so in the first place? Yeah, I don't know how that's going to go down. It's probably going to go down terribly for me. But with that in mind, I did take advantage of Wrack, and I told the people of Gatorsmore, and this is off camera and I lost it, to like go down and hang out at Wrack, because Wrack is awesome, and so they got themselves murdered, which I have no feeling about one way or the other. Well, Gatorsmore, and there's a bunch of pirate douche nozzles, so if you want to shed a tear for the people of Gatorsmore, you go nuts. I'll be okay though. I'll be here, not shedding tears. We only have 4 mirror box catches, right? So the question is how much more do we want to do? Pardon me, my water drinking. Stop by Visage. Gotta turn off my lamp for some unnecessarily spending stuff here. Gather reports. We don't even have. It's funny because that's the one thing that I think gets a little tedious at times with Sunless Sea, is something that waits for you to next port. They make it so that it doesn't pop up so much you can't just go back and forth between 2 areas very quickly. Like, because imagine if you could do something that reduces terror, but then at the other side you can use terror, like, exchange some terror to gain some materials or whatever, or supplies. So I mean, they want to make sure you're not abusing the system by kind of going back and forth. But it does get frustrating, because I'm really hoping by the time that I reach Wrack, I will actually have enough, influence. Influence? Is that the word I'm looking for? I will have enough, the word I'm looking for is something that waits for me the next port. See how I'm kind of still waiting here? Sometimes I feel I've got to. There we go. I guess all you have to do is, what's that, Depeche Mode? Depeche Mode. Okay, so Wrack. Yeah. Alright, so piling this for the haul. Got this going on here. Okay, sorry about that. But if it's not one thing, it's another. Trust me, I'm gonna have a video where I just basically just say how much it's been how much has been preventing me from recording. You have no idea. Khan's Heart. Why don't you go there and give this some come away? Yeah, Khan's Heart? Yeah, screw the Khanese. Khanate? Yeah. Yeah, they're a bunch of jerks, so yeah, sounds like a fair enough thing. Now let's taste the tether. It's the glory of Wrack. Priest capable of launching cannonballs in a room. I need scrap. Huh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say. Oh, I should have carried the honey on me. Boo, I'm stupid. Shops tab. This is interesting. I could spend one of limited supplies that I have in order to do that. Or I could... It's an interesting exchange just to kind of have going but I don't think I'm gonna worry about it. So Wrack is... I guess it's just one of those sort of things, and maybe visiting the Royal Hall is a good idea. Have any of the ships since come in? Okay. Few of the new wrecks enter the city. Yes, your ships came, promising riches, promising knowledge, promising pretty toys. It's all the same. They come, and our stores replenish. The tether has new hulls to grow on. Take this gift of scrap to the priestess. Look for me in the other times. Cool. 9 echoes. Woo! Okay. Maybe I'm not going to play with that right now. I will do tasting the tether. Okay. Because I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to, like, visit the sanctum where no water drips, or wall is done. Pedestal trinkets is watched over by a stony matron. Make an offering of scrap you may choose. So, grasp the knife. Because I believe there was a quest, basically, to do this. Its balance ever so slightly off, but winks you in light. The matron leads you to many doors. You follow into the darkness beyond. It lights a gaslight. The room is modest, a woke-up bed in the center. Rest. Allow your mind to wander. When you are ready, I'll give you the tether. You look away, allowing your attention to settle on to an envelope. How it reflects the light as you hold it at last. Tether melts in your mouth. You smoke in bed, propped up by downy pillows. Yellow light floods the window. You glance at the clock. Shouldn't the postal service run without rest? Now the sun never sets? How much longer? Wait, was that the leather plate? You throw the sheets off. You run to the door. There! Letter from her. You tear it open. She begins with my dearest. She ends with yes. Okay. I've now won. I've tether tastered a little bit of this. And yeah, I am a little crazed. Now that I've done that, look sallow, swords are running low. Okay, so the idea is, like, I've decided that I'm going to be a jerk and keep working with them, and basically the place they want me to go is up north to... oh, oops. That's not the button I meant to press. I hate it when I do that. That's the way it goes, because I was like, spam every button that you have, and now I can't. Okay, screw it. We're not going to go there. Yeah, I'm disappointed too. Alright, basically at this point, what I'm going to do, and I will get into some combat. Woo! Come on, babe. Pirate frigate, crew of 10. What do you got here, huh? Got something for me? So, see, the problem is, like, there's no way. It's too powerful. Can't kill him. Or you have to kill him. Loot and scuttle here. File old vessel. New supplies, alright. Bolts of sputter silk. Yippee-ki-yay. Alright, so really what we have going on, and it's funny that I never really sailed through this particular area. It just, the way it kind of goes sometimes when you're exploring through here. But what I'm going to be taking care of is I will be going over to Khan's Heart, and I will take care of telling them the business of beware of Wrack, or tell them Wrack is really cool, and I'll tell them where to be, you know what I mean? Maybe I'm just thinking of the whole Aqua Teen episode. But I'll take care of Khan's Heart, which will coincidentally also be mirror box catches. I think I'll go for 10 ought to get me to my goal, assuming that I'm able to make it to fall in London and make sure that I can hopefully get my shipment of red honey through, which will be interesting. It's also one of those things that makes you wonder what other uses the red honey might have. These are all good questions and things to consider as time goes on. That's basically the plan that I have as such. It's about preparing for the next time. Because I think where I might push myself towards is finishing up some more storylines for people, making sure that I'm getting myself more artifacts and things like that, and actually getting an ending to the game. Any ending to the game is considered when you finish the game, not dying usually. I mean, it's an ending of sorts, right? But where you end the game, I should consider the station. Now I think about it, is where you end the game getting a legacy item, and it prompts you to start over, and such. And that's why you want to have the best mansion, the most things you can have stacked up into it, and basically just provide for your next captain, and such, and things like that. And it's almost like a part of me is holding off and waiting on some of the farthest things. Oh, Aaron's evacuate. Okay, thank you. Yeah, let's guard the yard. I could sing for her and do that. Let's try it. I succeeded. Nothing too difficult. New music to sing for work. Might not be enough for the royal concert, but it's good. Hearty tune will put anyone in a better mood. You try singing in various invented lyrics about a kite made of pantaloons and a clock. They can only strike 13. The tune holds up, and you're sure the austere accolade, broader, more varied verses will go with it just as well. When you whistle to her, she seems really quite touched. I'm gaining her favor. Isn't that nice? I don't have anything else to do, so yeah, that's it. But gaining her favor is one way of getting towards the legacy item, from what I can recollect. Oh, one of the things I should mention, is it's talking to this dude, I thought it was at least. Proposition mechanic. See, the thing about it is, like, you can't really tell, but this one things we miss is that by opening up that, I've made it so that learning about tireless mechanic. Okay. Mechanic stole a secret or dream from the stone pigs, right? Which is cool. Also, lineage is another way to end the... Oh, not lineage, I'm sorry. But, like, finding your father's bones or whatever. We'll see if I get to that. I don't know if I've actually completed those. The objective. Yeah, the unsettling sage. Basically getting a prisoner out of this. Frost found. And we have to go to the penultimate chamber of him. We have to catch a snuffer. That's somebody else's thing. Oh, yeah. Venturer's venture. He's got a plan to go this way. And we need a bigger ship to be able to do it. Casca Sapphires 40. See, that's what I'm saying. Look how much you need. You need a bigger ship to be able to do this one as well. So obviously there's a lot that can be done with that. But if you want to, unless you're willing to take a low, what's it called? A low chance, and let's get in combat for sharks. It's been a while. Unless you basically want to get yourself into a chance encounter, particularly tormented bound shark. Like that'd be. Come on, we gotta stagger him. We're getting slowed by the. There we go. Come on. Trying to. Oops, nope, slow him down. Stagger him. See, it's all about that stagger. That stagger is very, very helpful. It's kind of. I'm very happy that I'm using these particular weapons here. All right, some meat. Yeah, I kind of do have more immediate concerns. Yeah, hunting trophies. Choice cuts looks tasty. Mmm. Bland but sustaining, but we got some more supplies, which is good because I wasn't actually paying attention to our ridiculously low supply count. Short Isles, wisdom through there. They'll have something in there. But wisdom is one of the places to where there might even be a harbor provisioner there. And I'll just kind of show what's going on there. Otherwise than that, probably the next time you'll catch me is when I go to Khan's Heart to tell the people of Wrack what's going on. And maybe next episode I might catch up and try to do one last time when it comes to the sun, the glorious sun, get ourselves up in their business. But I wanted to show the tireless mechanic stuff some of the stuff I missed, which was basically just having to have that crazy dream because the guy can't sleep. But if you're looking for exchange a prisoner for a secret. Okay, hold on. But we know what we want, right? We want, what's his name? Yeah, high risk challenge, 20%. I do have somebody. Unless he has someone specific in mind. I do have somebody specific in mind. And you could do it for a searing enigma. It's not bad. That's one way of going for it, because if not, 3,000 echoes. That's what you got to concern yourself with. Yeah, Harbor Visioner would be okay. Good enough for me. Make sure we're not going to drown, starve, whatever. Drown, starve. It's all the same. It'd be drowning if I let the O2 tanks go down too low. Since I do have what's it called? Enough materials right now, and because I want to make sure this episode's got a little bit of cuts in it. And I want to make sure I give something a little bit more entertaining than what I currently have going out there. We're going to quickly head over to Shrimschander. And I don't know if we've actually found anything worthwhile to make them happy. But we'll see. Hi. What's up? Solemn drowning drowns visual ceremonial key car funeral. Travelers pilgrims seek his own believing bears to see price. Yeah, I think the Ivory Gates does this. Oof. This place, man. This place. Interesting. Yeah. Let's see. I think I've already read this one before, but pause so you can read that if you care to. I will attempt to assist. Fantastic. Day of the life in the tomb colonists with the quills, nib tongue. Tales try and assist be recorded for posterity. If you two colonists come to share their tales, historical blind spot, laments, and length. Works Fantasy invites you to see further tales of Ivory archives of guests. Fantastic. Gather at the stage of history. The amphitheater. Heavy seat behind this wall. Well, let's see. Mushroom Wise serves as stale. He announces are questionable best, but the impeccably bearded man at the olive skin laughs at every performance and smile for every patron. Wearing stories on the stage of history. Some share history as a work of brave and inspired heroes, especially those who wish they could be heroes themselves. The Glibatory rolls his eyes theatrically. Others say it's all shaped by cynical changes in scientific progress, economics, and such. But nothing gets in the way of a good story like the nuance. He spits out the word like a rotten grape. We let him argue up the stage and give him an ivory crown to whoever is most convincing at the moment. He waves a hand at the temporary monarch and a raised eyebrow. But far as I'm concerned, filling a patron's mug with cheap wine, history is what you make of it, and I make a killing. Alright, enough about history to distrust any person's interpretation. Fantastic. That's cool. I can watch a fierce debate. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't really know. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's look for the hero. The Shellinate's champions hope to regain their prestige by staging a heroic play. Assist their research of archives and they'll give you the hero's reward. Okay. The shortage of heroes. They assure you any hero will do, as long as their deeds are suitably profound, ideally bloody, but the details are negotiable. You need trade coffee or wine for time in the archives in order to pursue this quest. Alright. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. So trade coffee is 1 for 1 and 1 of mushroom wine. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. And beyond that, I will leave. And I can't really do any more of the whole cutting up. Oh. No one may depart without leaving something behind, which means remember, Trish demands it, and those muscular guards the gates. Sharp bone quills are ready to collect their donation. So here we go. Passage to Hideaway. Of course it's Hideaway. I think we're just going to have to find Hideaway. I can give a hunting trophy. I have 10 of them. Yeah, let's just do that. Because I don't know if I'm going to be able to find Hideaway. Guards light incense and clean the trophy of musk whales. Recount the victory. One eye, the chronicler etches his words on the surface, scratching a bone quill louder in ears for each word. By the time your finished trophy has been replaced by identical copy, but this one's been described with thrilling fictional tales. You depart, you wonder, and you recognize the hero as a thrilling yarn. Yeah. Cool. I kind of forgot what you could buy here. Buy Mooch yourself. Oh yeah, and I gotta remember places where I can actually buy. So you can sell these for a lot here, actually. Let's try one. It's decent. It's like you can get strange catches up north. I believe you can buy them for gold, but that's all the way in Irene. So anyway, like I said before, we'll go to Khan's Heart, and we shall tell them to go hang out at Wrack. It'll be great because Khan needs to have a little bit more. What's it called? Adventure in their lives. But thank you very much for watching this episode. I know it's kind of been a little bit back and forth, and some of the stuff. Letting you guys know the basic gist of it is I'm trying to get episodes as soon as possible, but there is a lot of stuff, beyond the holiday season. It's a lot of stuff about my new setup that is fantastic, and there's a lot of... Ooh, that's gonna hurt. A lot of stuff about my new setup that makes life a lot more difficult to deal with. So, next episode, we'll see what's happening with the Khan's Heart when I tell them what's up, or I'm pretty close. I'm going to end the episode on that. So, those sticking around the whole time will have seen an extra bonus. Kind of cutting into something else I was planning on doing at the time, but whatever. I made the mistake, so I'm not gonna make you guys pay for it. Timing wise, all that sort of good stuff. But anyway, some difficulties when it comes to recording and getting these things out here is definitely hitting me up. But I am endeavoring to get them to you all the same and trying to be in the happy-go-lucky mood. It doesn't help when you lose some recording stuff, certainly, and also the construction next door is driving me insane. That's something for another video, though. Boom! Hey, what's up? Khan's Heart, Luna's rival. So let's real quick, because we're here, visit the shop tab. I love I can sell for 0. It's not great. I still can't get. I can buy romance literature, but I still can't get rid of the other stuff. Empty mirror box catches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. I think. Lucky number 13. Will it be enough to cause me to go and get into trouble? We'll have to find out, won't we? But let's lure the adventurer to Wrack. A London captain smokes a Connie pipe as she admires reflection of street lamplights in water, spinning her a story of lights. You settle beside her and comment on the water. It's beautiful, this city ripples, isn't it? It reminds you of the port you once came across, you say. A place where light the way with colored fire and dine and fish-fed flowers. She needs only find the red and white lights beneath the waves. Captain Huff, blue smoke streams through her nose. She dumps her ash into the water and sits off the docks without another word. She'll be sailing with Wrack in no time. Yeah, I've now sent a bunch of ships over there to Wrack because I'm a jerk. Because I've never really done it. Wanderers, Khan's Heart. Foreigners restricted to the Copper Quarter, but as long as they don't try to cross bridges, you can explore reasonable safety. Hey, I got a strange catch. A relentless fishmonger concerned with a screaming, cheerful woman in a sort of lacquer armored fish suit. As far as you make out, to attacked by a moon canal by something with tentacles. She still has this tentacle thing slung over her shoulder. For some reason, she's determined that you should purchase it. You plead, evade, offer her nothing but the smallest coins, but she's relentless. Tentacles it is then. So we give her one. For as cheapest catch we're gonna get. Prices here are decent for that. The last thing, since we are in Khan's Heart, is that I was able to, here. Oh, I forgot to pick up another diplomatic agent. I'll do that next time. But that's another way for us to get strategic information. And we took care of that there. Okay, so this time for real, I'll probably go to Frostfound just because I don't know if I'm going to go all the way up through all of Frostfound's business and such, but Certainly, by the time I'm back in fall in London or something else interesting happens then, you'll find out. So thank you very much for watching this episode, and I will see you guys in the next episode of Sunless Sea, Zubmariner. Sunlight gathering joy. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you then. Cheers.